A Quebec videographer is on a mission to romanticize the suburbs, specifically the one where he grew up on Montreal's West Island. Jason Bolanis has enlisted the help of local seniors and historical archives in an effort to hold on to stories that might otherwise be lost. As Mike Armstrong explains, he wants to make the mundane memorable for his community's next generation.
Just where we are specifically was forest. There was little patches of forest.
This is one of those places with more history than most people realize. It's just a quiet corner in the town of Pointe Claire, unless you're with Jason Bolanis.
But what happened here in 1953 was that there was a plane crash.
Right here.
Right here.
8 men died in that crash, but today it's mostly forgotten.
I remember parachutes stuck in trees.
Well, before it fades from memory, videographer Jason Bolanis interviewed people who were there when it happened.
It was horrible, but you couldn't save anyone. They were all dead.
It may be clear now that I have a slight obsession about the history of this place.
Now, that story is just one of dozens Bolanis has been collecting. He's produced a series on YouTube about the history of the suburbs where he grew up. Sometimes it's about things that happened, like the first air show in Canada in 1910.
People from all around the country came to see it.
You ever wonder what Halloween was like?
And sometimes it's just about what life was like, as forests and farms were replaced by houses.
The water would come up so high, the city would have to put some wood.
So, why become an expert in suburban history?
Because no one's doing it. I got no competition.
Yeah. There may be a reason you don't have any competition.
Yeah, that's right. But I feel like I'm doing a service to the kids who are growing up here to know that they're not just growing up in suburbia, but they're growing up in a pretty interesting part of Montreal.
It does look quite unrecognizable.
Another part of this passion project is understanding how things developed the way they did and why. Bolanis says if you understand how we got here, life makes a bit more sense.
It also makes things not as serious to know that this is what ends up happening. This is a progressive evolution of things, so you don't take things too seriously when you're in the moment of something, you know? It helped me during the pandemic.
The woman that lived in this house.
With each story, Bolanis says he uncovers others. He's not likely to run out of ideas. He says he's actually having trouble just getting out of the 1950s.
Oh, can we use any of this yet?
Mike Armstrong, Global News, Pointe Claire, Quebec.
Oh, love that. That is Global National for this Wednesday. I'm Donna Friesen. Tonight's here in Canada is the Ganaraska Bridge in Port Hope, Ontario. Bye-bye.